Today, we heard statements by the honourable members for the district of Terra Nova, Topsail Paradise, Torngat Mountains, Bayburt Green Bay, Grand Falls, Windsor Buckins. The honourable member for Terra Nova.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I stand here today to join with a group of students from Holy Cross and Eastport as they honour our veterans. Students from grades 7 to 12 were each given an assignment on a veteran. On Thursday of last week, they placed 43 memorial crosses in honour of all of those who served. They have also created a slideshow that will be shown on Facebook highlighting each veteran. Each cross was made by Mr. Edgar Napier. These students have painted rocks in honour of veterans. This year's assembly on Thursday, November the 10th, is based on the No Stone Left Alone program. The school will go to the cemetery from the school for a brief ceremony, and the students will be laying poppy-painted rocks at the graves of each veteran. As a veteran myself, it is a privilege and an honor to lay wreaths and honor all veterans as I do today and every day. I will honor the thousands that are still serving and the thousands of our fallen brothers and sisters that are not with us today. I'd like to thank the staff and students of Holy Cross and the volunteers that have ensured that no stone is left alone.
The honourable member for Topsail Paradise.
Thank you, Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you may recognize the name Gavin Baggs as Easter Seals Ambassador for 2021. Today, I'm extending congratulations once again to Gavin, who is one of Newfoundland Labrador sledge players and just was recently invited to try out at Canada's National Para-Hockey's selection camp to compete for a roster on Team Canada for the 2022-23 season. Hockey Canada had 30 players attend the selection camp in Calgary this past September. The 7-day camp featured 10 players who had won silver at the 2022 Paralympic Winter Games in Beijing, one of them being our very own Paralympian Liam Hickey. Gavin was born with a rare birth defect, sacral agency caudal regression syndrome. It was unknown that Gavin would walk, however, he's overcome all odds. Gavin's love of the game began when his parents enrolled him in the Easter Seals Parasport programs, and now is a volunteer coach with the organization's sledge hockey program. And having tried the sport myself, I can tell you it's not easy. Mr. Speaker, I would ask all to join me in congratulating Gavin on all his recent accomplishments and wish him continued success.
The honourable member for Torngat Mountains.
Thank you, Speaker. Diantha Edmonds is Canada's first Inuk classical singer, releasing her first solo album, Connections, on the National Indigenous Peoples Day this year. Diantha is an award-winning performer, much in demand as a singer, actor, and collaborator in Indigenous and non-Indigenous projects. We are also proud of her. This past summer, she worked with Persistence Theatre's company in Stolen Sisters. She is a member of the Canada Opera Company's Circle of Artists. She was nominated for ECMA Indigenous Artist of the Year Award in 2020 for My Beautiful Home. And in 2016, on the album with the late Inuk singer, Mr. Carrie Obed. She is developing a reputation as a composer, and in May she presented her libretto and opera Ingerito Tak, sorry about that, it's a different pronunciation. The first opera sung in both English and Inuktitut at the Watershed Festival, Queen's University. She participated in the Podium National Choral Conference and Festival in Toronto, where she performed in the Shalaway Youth Choir and the Newfoundland Deaf Choir. Diantha sang the anthem of Nunatsiavut Sons of Labrador, Labrador-Mute, at the welcoming ceremony for King Charles and Camilla in their recent visit, and toured Labrador schools as a featured guest artist in the Newfoundland Labrador Symphony Orchestra in June. She has a huge career ahead of her. So, Danka, keep reaching for the stars and we'll follow you. Thank you, Speaker.
The honourable, the member for Bayburt, Green Bay.
Speaker, I rise to acknowledge Life Unlimited for older adults in Springdale, a group who offer numerous services to the area. A lifestyle clinic is presented by public health nurses at the Valley Vista Rec Centre and offer good health practices, including regular checkups for blood pressure and weight. Fitness programs are offered by trained exercise leaders at Manuel Hall, plus there is a Walk the Rock. Educational programs include a book, DVD, or CD exchange, introduction to computers, a basic instructional literacy program, a mobile book service, and Facebook educational updates. Social programs include Readers Unlimited, meet to discuss recently read books, chat, and socialize. There's a Friday games night at the Kinsman Club, and the Red Leaf Centre holds a weekly coffee break as well as birthday celebration fun. The Vial of Life program assists first responders in obtaining important medical facts. Along with Life Unlimited for older adults, the Vial of Life program is supported by Central Health, Main Street Pharmacy, Lawton's Pharmacy, the RCMP, the Fire Department, and paramedics. I ask all honourable members to join me in applauding supporters, staff, volunteers, and participants of Life Unlimited for older adults engaging in healthy living. Thank you, Speaker.
The Honourable, the member for Grand Falls, Windsor Buckins.
Thank you, Speaker. I've had some honourable moments, but this is one of the most honourable moments I've had in this House of Assembly, as I recognise my friend Pastor William Lauren Gowdy, retired captain in the Canadian Armed Forces and veteran. He left for Ukraine on March 21st, and after 7 months, I want to give him a hero's welcome home. Speaker, his duties during this time consisted of teaching tactical combat casualty care to soldiers on the front lines, assisting Ukrainian military drone units, establishing relations with the Ukraine Ministry of Defense, evacuation of displaced people, instructing and advising convoy operations and supply missions, the purchasing, procurement, and distribution of medical, food, clothing, and other supplies, clearing debris from collapsed buildings and streets of Borodanka, providing advice and establishing bomb shelters and shelters for orphanages, raising funds in support of humanitarian aid, the war effort, special projects for medical, surgeries, glasses, and dentistry. But maybe the most important task he's been called to do is preaching the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. His spiritual counseling through prayer for dead and dying soldiers while comforting their families in their most difficult of circumstances. On the heels of Remembrance Day, my friend, our hero, I say to Pastor Gowdy, thank you, God bless you, and welcome home, sir.